have learned it. Through challenges, through seeing the hand of God, I was able to learn to be contented. Hallelujah. Because I know that if God be for me, hallelujah, nothing can be against the child of God when God is on your side. And so don't allow your minds to be disturbed. Settle down, child of God. Rest in blessed assurance. And know that you have a God who never fails, regardless of the situations that you face. Settle in Him. Rest in Him. Place your confidence in Him. And know that He is in control. You know, the word content in this text, it's much different from what we look at. That's why I made sure I gave it the English concept. Because you don't use the English dictionary to interpret the Bible. Really. The word content, it means contained. It is a description of a man whose resources are within him, so that he does not have to depend on substitutes from without. The Greek word means self-sufficient. In fact, it was a major term that was used by the Stoic philosophers, because their view really is that I can dispassionately accept whatever comes to me. And from their perspective, it was because of the personal resources. But from the Apostle Paul's perspective, our sufficiency is not necessarily in our personality, but our sufficiency is in Christ. And this is why he said, I can do all things through Christ. The instrumental use by Christ. Because of Christ, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so the same word is used in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 9, where it indicates, and he said to me, my grace is what? Sufficient for you. For my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Therefore, most assuredly, most gladly, I would rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. And so, my beloved, we are sufficient for every situation. Not in ourselves, but through Christ Jesus. Because our sufficiency is found in Christ Jesus. And so, whatever comes your way, through Christ, you can handle it. Through Christ, you can manage it. Hallelujah. And you can become a victor over it. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. And so we know there is a relationship between godliness and contentment. And this is why the Apostle Paul told young Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6, he says, no, godliness with contentment is great gain. When you live godly and experience that sense of deep inward happiness and satisfaction with life, it is great gain. And so, in this chapter, Paul names 3 wonderful spiritual resources that make us adequate and give us contentment. And the first one that he would have presented implicitly in the text is the providence of God before us. The providence of God before us. Verse 10 says, but I rejoice in the Lord greatly. that now at last your care for me has flourished again. Though you have surely did care, but you lacked opportunity. We must recognize that God is working in this universe.
Amen. Amen.
There are those who, like the geese, who advance the perspective that he made the universe and wind it up like a clock and leave it to operate on its own. But that is one of the greatest fallacies I can ever think of. It's a fallacy. Because naturalism and natural flow of things cannot be said to be responsible for this universe.
Come on.
There is an unseen eye, an unseen hand operating in this universe. And if you notice, brothers and sisters, that it is God who worked through the church at Philippi that they would have been concerned about the Apostle Paul. And so sometimes we focus only on people and we cannot see the eye of divine providence. That is God who works through the lives of people in order for his own glory. We know, brothers and sisters, that the providential working of God is evident throughout the universe. God is working in this universe on behalf of his children. The word providence, it comes from two Latin words. We usually talk about the prefix pro, which really means before. And we talk about video, which means to see. And so God's providence simply means that God sees. He sees to it beforehand. It does not mean that God only knows beforehand, because providence involves much more than that. God not only knows, but he works and arranges circumstances and situations beforehand for the fulfillment of his divine purpose in your life. And so you may wonder what tomorrow will be. Your tomorrow will be no surprise to God. Hallelujah. Because he's working on your behalf. He's a God of providence. And he is able to work through people. This is the powerful God we serve. He works through individuals. He works through systems. He works through governments, or you want to call them nations, for the accomplishment of his divine purpose. Because let me tell you this, you used to sing this song in Sunday school, he's got the whole world in his hand. Oh yes, it is true. He has the whole wide world in his hand. Amen. And so we serve a God of providence who works beforehand in order to accomplish his purpose in your life. And when you read Genesis 37 to 50, and you look at this account, the narrative, top level narrative of Joseph and his brothers, you learn the picture of divine providence. You learn that at the age of 17, his brothers sold him to the Ishmaelites. That this young man, he ended up in prison. And we know, we would usually say from the pit, prison, palace. Amen. And you may wonder, how could brothers be like this? Come on. Sold out their own little brother into slavery. But do you know that every step of the way there was the hand of God? Yes. there was the hand of providence that was evident in Joseph's life. That after 20 years of separation, Joseph's brothers were reconciled to him. He was placed in prison that he could have been brought to prominence. He could have interpreted the dream that Pharaoh had, that could have brought him to prominence and made him second ruler in Egypt. That when famine came, he could have used his organizational skills, and he could have also helped his family. God was positioning him. Let me tell you, my beloved, the journey may be rocky. Sometimes providential move of God is different from what you're expecting. The road may be rough and going get tough, but if his hand is upon you, his will must be accomplished. Somebody give him glory. Somebody give him glory. His hand of providence. Let me tell you this. You may be facing all different kinds of situations, but God is taking you somewhere. He's moving you to some level, and it may be rocky. But if you only hold to the hand of God, the sailing may not be smooth, but you will end up where God wants you to be. Because your desire is to be what God wants you to be, and to do what God wants you to do. That is your desire. If you read Genesis 45 and verse 5, it says God did it. That's why Joseph's conclusion was, it's God who did it. You are mere instruments in the hand of God to push me into divine purpose that God had in store for me. He said, God did send me before you to preserve life. Hallelujah. But as for you, you thought it evil against me, but God meant it for good. A God of providence. Hallelujah. Brothers and sisters, can you see the hand of God ruling and overruling in the affairs of men? Because when man fails to allow him to rule, he will overrule. Because this is my Father's land, and he will be glorified. Hallelujah. The Apostle Paul was conscious of the concept of divine providence. And this is why he told the believers at Rome, he says, and we know in Romans 8 and 28, that all things work together for good, for those who love the Lord and those who are called according to his purpose. It was true divine providence that God just laid the Apostle Paul on the heart of the church at Philippi. It was God who did it. That they were able to reach out to him and to minister to him in giving. He said, I know that you had the desire before, but you did not have the opportunity. There are those today who have opportunity but not desire. But there was a time when they had the desire, but they did not have the opportunity. And what God did, he granted them the desires of their heart. That they were able to reach out to the Apostle Paul, God's servant. Life is not a series of accidents. It's a series of appointments. Psalm 32 and verse 8, he says, I will guide thee with mine eyes. Hallelujah. I will guide thee. Abraham called our God Jehovah Jireh, really meaning that the Lord will provide, the Lord will see to it that provision is made for his own children.